Hi guys, Togo here with a new video, and this video I'm going to talk about TBC Classic. Now, I have questioned two times on the polls that I make on my community tab. Two questions. First and foremost, what are you the most excited about, hyped about? And it has been a whopping 63% TBC Classic, then Mr. Pandaria Classic, a combination of the above, which is 2%, and AQ40 Classic Anniversary being a whopping 4% out of 125 votes. My channel has been a classic channel. I would know that Miss Pandaria is less popular than Classic and TBC on this channel. If I made a Classic video, I would most likely have more views than if I made a Miss Pandaria video that I already know. But there are still people actually excited about Miss Pandaria Classic because Classic has been a bit of a letdown on how they actually managed, just in general, the community and the server till now. There's a few good points that Classic has, so I might make a video about that. But they are like pretty dark points where literally I think people are going to want to skip to TBC right now. So the second question I have asked, because I was actually like surprised, I thought like, okay, nobody actually wants like AQ40 Classic Anniversary. So if you could end Classic Anniversary and go directly to TBC Classic, if you could sign it right now, would you do it? Yes, to a whopping 81% out of 85 votes. Now, obviously, it would be better to have like 1,000 votes, so I might make the same question on Reddit. Why not? But right now, a 81% yes and a 19% no. That's very little. I thought like it would be more of a 50-50. Some people ask like that we need TBC Era Servers, and I do agree. Although I would like to have a TBC Classic Plus where you have an Era server and they add new stuff, like for example new raids, and they add new seasons for PvP, and they rework a few things. Like I said on multiple videos, like the new meta for TBC would be to have a few changes here and there concerning like attunements, concerning the conquest points instead of like having arena points, getting away from arena teams, etc. etc. Like those things would be nice to discuss, but people do want TBC right now. So what's the problem, you may ask? Well, TBC is not going to be right now, so you will have to wait a big amount of time, and I'm actually very afraid that the hype does die down, because at one point, if players are keeping on waiting on something to happen, the player will just move on and go to something else. So Wohead did make a post about like when is TBC Classic going to release, like a approximation on when is it going to release, and we have this little how it's called. We have this little release schedule, I would say, for multitude of phases, and Miss Pandaria will come out in July, so it is in the summer. You have the pre-patch and the launch in autumn, which is like a lot closer to the summer, as you may see, because it will launch 21st of July or 22nd of July, and they put the launch on the autumn. So it's not like a one-to-one. Same for the Gates of Anchorage. Phase 5 should have come out in autumn if you really like read it from the roadmap, but it actually comes out in the summer. So my question is, since Phase 5 does come out in the summer, are we going to have Burning Crusade Classic in the winter, more precisely, instead of winter/spring? And my concern is that some people are like doing spreadsheets and they're saying like it's 30% faster, blah blah blah. Burning Crusade should come out in February for them. At least it should be possible that it comes out in February. I have the Reddit post here. as you may see. We have July 12th was the prediction, and it will come out July 10th, I think, phase 5. And they say like it's going to be a duration of 3 months, the AQ40 phase, and then you will have it in October next with a 6 month phase, which would be ludicrous. It would be too long. I mean, originally it was 6 months, but it will be a 4 month duration of the phase, which is still too long in my opinion. I want TBC before 2026. I don't want to see TBC come out that late because it kind of sucks. Let me explain. I think most people are like really done with Classic because of like, again, like I said, Blizzard kind of dropped the ball. Made a video about it. Um, People want Classic Plus. They are like craving for it, and it's not going to happen before the end of 2026, I think. Once TBC is running around season 2, they will come out with a Classic Plus. That's my prediction. And right now, with phase 6 being in October, which really would suck, um, having it released February 10th or something like that in the air, like a few days on and off, it kind of really is bad. So I know that my channel is not like the standard for every single gamer playing Classic. Some people that are looking into loving Classic and don't want to go TBC, they might just not watch TBC videos, so that's why they might not interact with those kinds of posts. But in my opinion, if you ask me like, do you want to scrap AQ, literally go to Nax and then have TBC in October, I would literally sign it right now. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen. It is a no changes kind of server. They have changes, but it's like really limited. So they're not going to put pre-patch TBC into the AQ phase. It would be nice to like do AQ and Nax with like TBC talents. It would be a bit busted, but I think it would be fun to do. It would be fast and interesting to see which classes are like going on top. That's something I would like to analyze and see, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. If you ask me the question like, what are you excited most about right now, and it is June, I'm going to say Mr. Pandaria simply basically because it comes out next month. If you would say like in general, like if you could choose next month which releases first, I would say TBC because that's really fun. It's a really fun expansion, and I want to see how they handle TBC. Now, I'm very scared about TBC. I want them to handle it correctly. I want them to face and to see Terracon as a problem. I want to also see changes towards PvP a bit, like a bit more honor, I would say, per PG. Having pre-mates like having a separate queue, that if you're like doing a 5-man, you get like faced versus another 5-man, something like that. I would like also that they step away from arena points and they go for conquest like in Cataclysm, and how resounding of a success it is in Miss Pandaria and Cataclysm very soon. Cataclysm and very soon into Miss Pandaria. People like to PvP because it is way faster to gear up. You don't need to wait every single week to get arena points. No, what you're doing is an immediate response and an immediate reward to what you're doing. So that's something I do like to point out. So yeah, I wanted to make this video and like kind of ask you guys like, what are you thinking? Like, do you want to have TBC right now? If you had the choice, do you want TBC right now? Would you play it? Would you like it even? Like, what changes do you want to see for TBC to make it like a experience that you would replay every single time? Because when when TBC Classic, the first one, like the second one, came out, which is in 2021, I'm pretty sure a lot of people were asking for it to be fast so we could go for Wrath of the Lich King. I did bite my tongue. Like that was really an ongoing discussion. Everyone wanted to have Naxxramas. People wanted to play Wrath of the Lich King Naxxramas, first phase, having fun. And then War, everyone wanted to have that as well. So people were really looking into Wrath of the Lich King with like rose tinted glasses. and they kind of shoved TBC on the wayside. And now it seems like it's the reverse. They want TBC, and they really definitely don't want to have Nextramas, and they want to have TBC Era Servers. So that's something that you kind of need to see for yourself. I really love RAF. I also really love TBC. I think RAF, the issue is, for example, Old War, the phase is very long, and they still made a lot of the gear from Old War very relevant, so you still had to do Old War even when TOGC came out. You really just want to just do Old War as well. So you had like a lot of the Old War fatigue, but I do believe like if the phases are really correctly made and you don't have like 6 months of Naxxramas, it would be a resounding success. So they have to fix something for Wrath of the Lich King. I would say they could also do the same for TBC. But yeah, I'm looking forward to see what they're going to do. I'm looking forward to what they are going to accomplish this time around. And yeah, I think it's going to be a great time, but I don't want to wait 8 months from now to get the release of like Wrath of the Lich, TBC. So February is way too late. Hopefully you guys are agreeing with me. If you don't agree with me, like please let me know. Like if you say, oh, we prefer classic, don't rush it. I understand. A lot of people are saying like, why do you want to rush a already rushed classic? Well, the truth is people are really mad about how Blizzard handled classic. I think the faction balance, chef's kiss. Nobody's going to dispute that. It's something I would like to see in Miss Pandaria as well. Something I want to see even on retail. But outside of that, I think they really misjudged Black Lotus again. They allowed mage boosting again, summoning network again. People are like outcrying about bots, but don't really think about why are they a lot of bots, because people are like demanding a lot of gold. If there is a lot of gold demanded, why and where is it spent? Well, it's spent for boosting, it's spent for the summoning networks, it's used for Lionheart, for example, or like big ticket items. If you remove a lot of the gold generating stuff, like for example summoning is really good for the sellers because it's really low effort and it's like done by bots, while mage boosting, it's really lucrative for what you're doing. You can get like every single like 5 runs. If you're doing Marathon, for example, and you have like 4 people with you, you can get around 800 gold per hour, pretty much, which is again a lot of gold. So obviously they can then sell it, and a lot of people are going to buy it from the same vendor that's going to give the money back. So it's a vicious cycle, to be fair. So I would like to see that really removed, but it's not going to happen. And I think a lot of people are like really mad about that. But overall, again, thank you for watching this video. I really appreciate you. Hopefully TBC comes very fast. Else, I will be making Miss Pandaria videos anyways because I like it. It's fun. I'm going to make a guide about like the classes I'm playing. I'm going to do PvP guides, maybe a bit of PvE guides. And I will also continue with PvP, like a TBC stuff, but again, it's so far away from when it's going to come out that it kind of sucks to make videos about something that is not really relevant right now, and it kind of loses its steam very quickly on YouTube. So thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye.